First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Look at that game.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Lions at 6-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. On 2nd and 15 now, Murray. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, That's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And they'll begin by running the option. Trotty! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Garibay on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. But now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw.
At the 28-yard line.
And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Room here to run. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, 32 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
23, Lions, nothing.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw, it's Murray. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is taken at the 18. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 62 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer.
The kicker on
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Here's the option play now to the left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here to see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen,
he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Lions 7. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. On the move past the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 12 yards.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Jakobi Meyers. He's got it. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 8. That's good.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back to throw here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. First down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Murray now to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Murray. Forced out to his left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Running on first down, Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he takes it all the way way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second down and 5. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. He's got the first down and more than that. Touchdown. Trey McBride. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is up to 8. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that,
you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They start with a give to counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Moore, the man in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away to his left. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Murray now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And
Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go, set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
16 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rondale Moore, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Lions 9. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Conner. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. An extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On play action, they'll throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And some room to run now. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cardinals, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get